Good evening, pop girls. Or morning or night. I'd like to think that jzade Nation is universal. So, it could be anything. Now, there have been many things that I have reviewed and recapped on this channel, but I don't think I've ever uploaded anything where I am hating and being unhinged to this degree. If you clicked on this video hoping for a very professional and sophisticated review of Building the Band, this is not what that's gonna be. I am going to go through all of my thoughts and recap the show just a little bit, but mainly sharing my thoughts. I have a couple reaction clips in there to the eliminations as well for you. That's just your warning, okay? All right. So if you didn't know, Building the Band is a singing competition show released by Netflix. And basically the concept of it is exactly like what it sounds. They're trying to find a band in the end, starting with auditions and then putting people together in band, which could be a variety of mixed group, girl groups, and boy bands. The format of this show is very interesting. I will say, unlike anything I've really ever seen before, basically the contestants who were competing to be put in these bands were all sitting in a little pod where they could not see who was giving their audition. They could only hear them, and if they liked the audition that they heard, they would be able to hit a button saying, I would like that person to be in a group with me. And then throughout the process, they're allowed to voice chat each other and kind of build groups from there just based on what they're hearing. And if you audition and don't get 5 likes or more from all the other singers, then you're eliminated and you don't get to move forward and be in one of the bands. It sounds really complicated, but I'm gonna take you through it. And you guys know that I am #1 mother of girl groups and boy bands. So when you guys told me to watch the show, I had to do it. And I was really sad and I was really excited about this concept, but it kind of crashed and burned. So let's just get into everything that I thought about this show and what happened. I have a very long iPhone note, jam-packed full of my thoughts, and I'm gonna try to condense them. So for this first section, I'm literally just gonna speed run through a handful of auditions that I found really, really good. First one being Donzel, okay? Which is crazy because I believe he was the first person to ever show up in an audition clip. But in my notes, I literally put, oh hell no, he don't need to be in a boy band, get this man a record deal on his own. And unfortunately, this concept of me being don't see them in a group, they're a solo artist, is going to continue to the very second this video ends. Put that it was impressive that he had this rasp and softness, but was still able to be so full of soul.
Jealous of the rain that falls upon your skin. All this world could give. It's hard for me to say I'm jealous of the way.
He almost gives me a John Legend. I put that he was perfect and that we need someone like him, but again, not necessarily in a band. I felt like he would have been such a cool addition to music on his own. The other audition that really stood out to me was Miss Katie. She started singing Unstoppable by Sia, and I immediately was like, ooh, this is a big song, this is gonna be a big test for her. And then I actually ended up really liking her voice. I said in my notes that she's really, really good, but that I was struggling to see her in a girl group partly because she had this really nice low register, and that was her sweet spot. And it didn't feel like a key that felt suitable to me for a girl group because that sweet spot for her was just so low. And if she wasn't hitting that sweet spot, she was belting. I just think that kind of belt was, again, so much just more suitable for a solo artist.
I'll tell you what you wanna hear. Leave my sunglasses on while I shed a tear. It's never the right time. How strong I am. I'm unstoppable.
Oh my God.
I'm so confident.
But this is the second audition where I was just amazed by the amount of soul in the performance. And she's a fucking plus-size model. Are you kidding me? Can she please step onto the stage as a solo artist? How long has it been since we've had a mainstream woman who is not necessarily in pop? They're more like an Adele, just very soulful, belting, just emotional ballads. We don't have that energy anymore. She came on this show to be in a band. This next person is gonna be the start of a very painful journey through this video because unfortunately he will be mentioned many times. And unfortunately his audition did really catch my attention. I had to talk about him and I'm sorry. But I'm laughing because in my notes I put, I won't lie, I forgot this guy's name. I didn't put it in my notes, so he'll just be Harry Styles Nachos singing Driver's License. And for the rest of this video, I continue to only refer to him as Harry Styles Nachos, and I don't believe that I even know his name right now. Like, after all of this, I don't believe I ever looked. And if you're confused on why he's Harry Styles nachos, just know, I mean, look at him. He wants to reheat those nachos so fucking bad. He's trying everything. He put them in the microwave, and then he put them in the air fryer, and then he put them in the oven, and it's still not working. But regardless, he was good. Okay? I'm not gonna lie. I put that he just had a really beautiful, like, soft indie voice. I was not expecting Driver's License to sound like this at all, and I'm sorry he kind of ate.
I got my driver's license last week, like we always talked about. I know we weren't perfect, but I never felt this way for no one. You didn't mean what you wrote in that song about me.
We didn't want him to eat, but he did it anyway. The other audition I really loved was Autumn's. I immediately said that she had a great girl group voice. This is like the first audition out of all the ones that blew me away where I was like, okay, I see a group for her. I'm not just stuck in this solo artist mindset. She had a great girl group voice, a perfect tone, and her style was amazing. I loved her.
I just wanna see how beautiful you are.
She has those soft tones.
Go, I'll follow, no matter how far this part.
Also really loved Nori. I wasn't expecting Greedy. As an audition song, that was insane to me, but again, she just like transformed Greedy.
Put you through hell just to know me, yeah.
Oh my god.
Love yourself, baby, don't get greedy. Hey, yeah.
She has personality to her voice.
I really liked her. I literally put in my notes, she is a star. She's a star. And I said, she's really great, but with even more vocal coaching, she would be so good. And she was great girl group material for me. Okay, and then lastly, for auditions that really blew me away, Landon. Don't take this the wrong way, please. But I did put in my notes, OMG, he's singing so slutty. He's whining and moaning. What if a man was a slut? Mind you, he was singing Toxic.
Baby, can't you see I'm calling a girl like you, so we're on and I can't come down, losing my head, spinning round and round.
Give it to me.
You're toxic, I'm slipping under. Don't you know that you're toxic?
Singing Toxic. Like, what if a man was a slut? I'm sorry, like, I know. I was like, in my notes I put, we kind of need him. I was like, okay, I could see him in a group. We need him. And I loved it. Again, a song that you wouldn't expect, but a song that he devoured nonetheless. We'll be hearing from you again, Slutty Britney Spears Landon. Okay, so after some auditions, we start like getting the portion of this show where they're sprinkling in the contestants speaking to each other via voice chat. Again, they have no idea what each other looks like, but they are able to like call into each other's rooms and try to form groups based on who they like. So in the beginning, Donzel was really bonding with this girl named Aaliyah, and I loved this combo in the beginning, but Donzel like told her that he came in wanting to be in a boy group, but when he heard her, he was convinced to switch into a mixed group, which I do not see him in any type of group, but if I did have to choose for him between boy band and mixed group, the mixed group made the most sense. But then Donzel immediately started bonding with Slutty Britney Spears Landon and immediately switched back to wanting to be in a boy band because of him. So in order to bridge these two things that he wants, mixed group with Aaliyah, but then also Landon, it brings Landon into a voice chat with Aaliyah and they beg him to be in the mixed group and he says no because he's dead set on being in a boy band, and good for him, I saw that for him. So Donzel goes back to wanting to be in a mixed group, ditches the boy band again, and they try to bring in this other guy named Cam. Now we have Donzel, Aaliyah, and Cameron trying to make a mixed group. And they bring in baddie powerhouse Katie and want her in their group as well. And she accepts. And we had our first group of the show. Since they were the first band to be formed, they were the first band to perform. After the bands lock in like a group chat, they are taken to perform or like prepped to perform and have to give their like first performance together as a band. But mind you, that they are like swept away to rehearse for this without each other. They're each given their part and they rehearse it solo and then come onto the stage for the performance and do it together for the first time together during the performance. And that's also the first time that they ever see each other. What? Anyway, more on that later, but Nicole Scherzinger does come in as their mentor for this entire show, which is amazing because A, she was in an iconic girl group, if you don't know somehow, the Pussycat Dolls, and B, she formed One Direction. She did. Simon Cowell can eat my ass. Nicole Scherzinger formed them. But for this first group performance, the mixed group performs Too Sweet by Hosier.
Bright as the morning, soft as the rain, pretty as a vine. I'd rather take my whiskey neat, my coffee black.
This is incredible.
You're too sweet for me.
I said they're cute. I mean, it was cute when they saw each other for the first time, but I fear that Donzel specifically ate them all up in this performance. And I think I didn't like it because of the song choice, which again is going to become a reoccurring issue. And also, I just really felt like they had completely different vibes going on and trying to shove them into a group. I was just very unsure about them in the beginning, and I was kind of like, okay, maybe it's just a song choice. Let me give them another chance. Next group that officially locked in after voice chatting was our first boy band, and it was made up of this guy named Malik, Bradley, Shade, and slutty Britney Spears Landon. They went to perform, same thing, rehearsed all separately, and then came together to do it and see each other for the first time on stage.
Blame it on my confidence. Oh, baby, now you let your legs show the shit down on sight. That's right. We out here stripping it for less. But you know it. Yeah, we got it going on, Don't it feel so good to be us?
I literally put in all cap, horrific song choice. WTFFFFFF. I really thought that there was potential harmony strength in this group, but it was again the song choice that ruined it for me, which sucks because this entire show would have been so much better from the beginning if we were picking suitable song choices that actually gave them a chance to be liked. The third group that locked in through the voice chatting was our first girl group made up of this girl named Wenely, Brianna, and Nori, who I really loved. They go on, same thing, and they perform Levitating.
You want me, I want you, baby. My sugar boo, hey, I'm levitating. Got you, moonlight, you're my starlight. I fly away with me tonight. You can fly away with me tonight. Baby, let me take you for a ride. Yeah.
And I put that I wasn't blown away. It wasn't like, oh my god, this is terrible, but it was just really, maybe not the song choice, but just the arrangement of it. I felt like it could have been adapted into a girl group format a lot better with more harmony and more of a chance for them to seem like a girl group. But they kind of just performed Levitating, like three solo artists coming together. So then we lock in another boy band made up of Shane Mason and Harry Styles Nachos. Okay, he's in a boy band. They performed Higher Power by Coldplay.
Higher power.
Here we go.
Every second, dancing every hour.
Let's go, Shane.
Unfortunately, I do think this was like one of the only initial band performances that I was like, okay. Like it wasn't, I was like, okay. I just think they had an amazing group sound, especially considering they rehearsed separately and then came together for the first time. It wasn't bad. Then we lock in another girl group made up of Jenna, Autumn, Norella, and Erica, and they performed a Jason Derulo song.
Girl, you're the one I want to want me. And if you want, yeah, girl, you got me. You know what to just to get you.
I put in my notes, right here is where the song choices begin actually pissing me off once and for all. Why are you giving this cute girl group Jason Derulo with no harmony? Be so for real. Yeah, I don't know if they, I don't know. Can I speak to the producers, I guess? Then comes the time in this video where I must introduce you to the second reoccurring character in this video. I don't even know what to say about this girl. I mean, if you watch the show, you know. Like, you know. Allison. I feel like some fucking Jaws shark attack music just started playing when I said her name. Like, she's coming, and it's scary. From the second she was introduced, came in being hot shit, it's all about me, I run the show. She explicitly stated that she wanted to be the star of the group, and she wanted to be the Beyonce. And from that moment forward, she was insufferable to watch every second she was on the screen. I'm gonna be so for real. She also just made a whole dramatic show out of picking the girl group that she was going to be in. She had like these two different sets of girls who both wanted her in their group, and she got this whole big dramatic segment where she was like, they want me so bad, like I don't know who I'm gonna choose. The group she ended up choosing was with these two other girls named Elise and Haley, and they locked that in with zero chemistry. They performed Into You by Ariana Grande. It didn't work.
Baby, I let you on it, a little bit dangerous, but baby, that's how I want it, 'cause I'm so into you, into you, into you. Gotta be my so baby, let's keep the secret.
I also put that Elise didn't fit the vibe of this trio in general. I feel like Haley and Allison were really trying to ride for this very like sexy, iconic Pussycat Dolls vibe, and Elise was just not in the same mindset, not in the same vibe, but went with it anyway. So then in my notes, I literally noted, I'm not rooting for any of these bands. This should be interesting to finish with no investment in any of them, because there was not one group where I was like, okay, I can see it. It was more just like, okay, let me see what happens in the next round. So let's see what happened in the next round. In the next round, all of the contestants basically move in together, like within their groups. They're given these little like apartment things where they can like, you know, bond with each other, go to rehearsal, train, whatever for their upcoming performances. And they also started the process of coming up with group names for themselves. For each group's second performance, they did an off the stage kind of more low-key intimate performance just to show what they can do when they rehearse together. I'm going to try to speed run these because they weren't like as big as the stage performances. But basically, the first group did Love Yourself by Justin Bieber.
If you like the way you look that much, oh baby, you should go and love yourself.
I like the harmony.
Loved the harmonies, but was still pissed at the song choice. Harry Styles' Nacho's band performed Ocean Eyes.
Careful creatures make friends with time. No fair.
I just thought that the falsetto was unbearable to listen to here, and it felt like they were being sabotaged. Then the mixed group on the show, the only mixed group on the show, did Somebody That I Used to Know.
But you didn't have to cut me off. Make out like it never happened and that we were good. And I don't. You said that you could let it go, and I wouldn't get you hung up on somebody that you used to know.
So hard to get a mixed group right when you're not an instrument group. Like the concept of male and female groups where they don't play instruments and they're just singing together like a pop group would is so niche, so interesting. Not something that I've necessarily seen gotten very, very right unless it was an a cappella group specifically. Although I did say that this was a gorgeous version of the song and they're so individually talented, but again, I just didn't see it as a group. Then we had the trio girl group, Wenely, Nori, and Brianna performing.
I'm making my ex not the best idea. Rather be in jail. Oh no. Did it all for love. Did it all, no doubt.
I put that the chorus was really good and I loved those harmonies, that it was cool. After this performance from Wenely, Nori, and Brianna, like I started to kind of feel the support like creeping into my body. Like I was like, wait, maybe this will be the one that I like try to root for and hang on to. Then Slutty Britney Spears Landon and his group sang Usher.
I'm reminded when I look at you, 'cause you remind me of a girl that I once knew. See your face whenever I look at you.
This was so very easily the best performance of all of them. Like a solid 10 out of 10, good God. Finally. Thank you. Finally. So now at this point in my watch, I'm like, okay, Wenely, Nori, Brianna for the girl group support, and then Slutty Britney Spears Landon in that group for the boy band support. Like I can get behind these and ride for them. So also after this group performed, there was a little part where Harry Styles Nachos like got jealous as fuck and was making these little comments like that just wasn't unique, like just like shitting on them for not being unique. You Harry Styles nachos, desperate for nachos, is calling someone else not unique enough. You are literally eating soggy nachos from Harry Styles himself, and someone else is not unique enough? And we have the other trio girl group, Allison, Elise, and Haley.
When I say I want it that way, tell me why it ain't nothing but a fight. Tell me why it ain't nothing but a mistake.
I didn't put anything about this except I hated it. It's just not helpful because now I don't even remember what they performed. But I guess I just didn't like it, which checks out because I didn't like this group the entire show. After these performances, the groups prepare to do their first actual stage performances, because the auditions and first stage performances were not in front of an audience or anything. They were just being taped. But these were their official big round after round performances with an audience and such, so they were preparing for those. During this preparation, Allison and Harry Styles nachos ended up having a thing. Imagine how rough that was for me to get through. Imagine. I just spent the first 10 minutes of this video talking about Allison and Harry Styles nachos respectively, and now they're together, maximizing their joint madness. But they ended up causing so much drama because they would just stay with each other in a room until 5 a.m. not caring about anything else. So Harry Styles nachos ended up making his band very frustrated, rightfully so, because he just kept slacking off and showing up late and stuff and being too tired because he was hanging out with Allison all night. It literally continued to be an issue and it was pissing me off so bad. It was just crazy to me for you to be a contestant with this dream of becoming a singer or whatever and being put in this band, but then you have this huge opportunity and you're wasting it because you'd rather shack up with a girl. And then there was this segment where they teased that Harry Styles nachos was gonna leave, and it was super dramatic, and then the next episode they were together again and ready to perform. It was so crazy. But then from here we move into our showcase performances. So now we're gonna be doing performance, elimination, performance until the finale when the final group standing would win. And for this showcase they brought in special celebrity guest judges. One of them was Kelly Rowland from Destiny's Child. I loved her as a judge. She was a great judge on the X Factor when she was a guest judge. Okay, it was a great choice. Nicole Scherzinger was also there because she was the mentor. She was also a judge. Makes sense. And then the other judge was Liam Payne. And I think when he showed up on the show, I handled it great.
2-star guests joining us for the very first time.
Nope.
Fellow
I'm already. Nope. Yeah.
One Direction, Liam. Hey.
Oh no, I can't do this. Oh, his face. I don't want to watch the show. I don't want to watch the show. I have advanced to crying every time he speaks. I need a psychiatrist.
I mean, that was a breeze for me. I didn't even react. So, yeah, great judges. Get great panel choice. The first group to perform was Allison, Elise, and Haley, now called Sweet Seduction. Again, like I said earlier, they were really trying for this ultra sexy, sultry girl group vibe, trying to mimic the Pussycat Dolls. They came out in the randomest, most non-coordinated outfits after last week, their last performance, getting the critique that they don't blend as a group, so that was crazy. Put in my notes that their performance was terrible, and the judges again told them that they weren't cohesive, and they weren't. They were always trying to outperform each other. It was just so clear that there was no type of group chemistry or a chance for these girls. The highlight of the entire performance from them was Elise's whistle note. She is insane as an individual, and I really hope that being on this show gave her some opportunities outside of this group. Then the second performance was Midnight Till Morning, which, regardless of how you feel about HS Nachos, is a great band name. Midnight Till Morning? Are you kidding? How was that not already taken? They performed Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls.
And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they understand. know who I am.
I put in my notes that this song did not need to be in this format. I mean, they have had moments in the past where they didn't, but this time they just so happened to have not sounded good. So I guess it just comes down again to a shitty song choice, which just drives me crazy because like it's a singing competition show. I feel like there should be people on the set or like working with these people who can understand how to highlight their voice in the correct way or let them collaborate on what they're singing. The next group was the girl group Jenna, Autumn, Norella, and Erica, now called Siren Society. They performed Don't Ya, which is a Pussycat Dolls song, in front of the Pussycat Doll. And I remember loving some of these performances I don't remember, but this one, I need to go back and watch it again if it's on YouTube. It was so good.
I know you want it. I know you want it. It's easy to see. It's easy to see. Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me? Don't you wish your girlfriend was a freak like me?
They ate. The dancing was so good. They looked gorgeous together. Great chemistry. The harmonies were so good. Like, then we had the boy band that I actually really liked by this point, Malik, Bradley, Shade, and slutty Britney Spears Landon. And they're now called Solidified, which I really thought was perfect. A perfect name for them. I'm laughing because they changed it later. You'll see in this video. But in the beginning, I put in my notes that I loved the name Solidified. It just made so much sense for that. But they performed Sure Thing by Miguel. That was the song I would very much be bumping at 7 a.m. on the school bus before I had any right to be bumping Sure Thing. I never imagined it in a boy band format, but they killed it. Finally, at this point in the show, I'm like getting some performances that I really liked.
Love you like a brother, brother. Treat you like a friend. Even when the sky comes falling, even when the sun don't shine, I got faith in you and I. So put your pretty little hands in mine.
Finally, at this point in the show, I'm like getting some performances that I really like Don't Ya, followed by Sure Thing, both just so good. Then we had Nori, Brianna, and Wenali, now called Frequency. They performed Made for Me. Nobody knows me like you do. I loved this. Again, third performance in a row. Fucking finally. Oh my god.
Nobody knows me like you do. Nobody but love me quite like you. Body to body, skin to skin. I'm never gonna love like this again.
I loved so much of the harmonies here. I put that I thought it was a great song choice for once. Thank you. And I put that they're such entertaining performers and have great chemistry, which, of course, is always key in a group. And then we have that mixed group, Cameron, Donzel, Aaliyah, and Katie, now called Season 4, SZN4.
Don't you know this is where you belong? In this love, sweet love. Hear me calling out your name. I feel no shame.
And I put in my notes that it was like objectively a good sound, yes, but for me the only thing that the band had was like good individual voices and pleasing harmonies, obviously, because if all of you can sing and you're harmonizing, yes, it's gonna sound good. So like, yes, it just never ever left the thought that they need to be solo artists, and it was like literally beating a dead horse. So those were all the first round performances, and then we do an elimination right here. Okay, this first round of eliminations just pissed me off. I agree with everyone that went through this first round except for Sweet Seduction. Gotta be bottom of the barrel, my very least favorite group on the show. The fact that they made it through is like flooring me. So the two groups that didn't make it as of now are Midnight Till Morning and Siren Society, who I actually really like. So now they're gonna do a little round where the judges can save one of them, and I'm crossing my fingers they save Siren Society. Okay, we're gonna see who they're picking to stay. The judges are picking.
And that band is
My girls, please.
Midnight Till Morning.
Are you so fucking for real? So yes, Siren Society went home, which sucked because Don't Ya, it just ate. They deserved another performance. They really did. And I looked at how they were doing post building the band, and they do still seem to be together and actively making music. They look really cute together, like a great style, and they seem to be kind of like R&B leaning. So best of luck to those baddies. Mwah, farewell. So then we do our next round of performances, and our first group is the mixed group, season 4. They perform Believer. And you guys, this is the one time where I was like, okay, like, I'm finding it. That's how I felt.
Taking from heartache, from the pain, taking my message from the brain, sticking my lesson from the brain. My life, my love, my child, it came on.
Believer was so good. That was like the best performance they ever did on this show. And if I was going to go back and revisit any of them, it would be that one. Like, I wouldn't mind hearing it again. The next group was Sweet Seduction. But yeah, I think this is one of the only groups on the show where there was not one performance where I could confidently say, okay, I understand. Like with every other group, I was like, there was at least one time where I was like, ooh, but never for them. Then Solidified performed amazing. I put that I could really see them winning. The setup with the backup dancers and their outfits and the vibe, I loved it. Then Midnight Till Morning performed, and I put in my notes that I wasn't impressed. There wasn't much to say at that point. I just wanted them off the show because I was interested in other groups very specifically. Then Frequency performed Bad Guy.
I'm that bad type, make your mama sad type, make your girlfriend mad type, I seduce your dad type. I'm the bad guy, yeah.
While I was rooting for them the most, this is like maybe their only performance that I wasn't super hyped about. And it doesn't matter though, because it was literally just the song choice. And then of course, another elimination comes. Season 4 is through.
Frequency. And the third band that is safe.
I swear to fucking God, if it's Sweet Seduction, I will blow my brains out on camera.
Solidified.
My brains are safe. So yeah, Sweet Seduction was taken out by the power of me, actually. I know I watched this show long after it was filmed and came out, but it was still me. Also, I will say, after Sweet Seduction left building the band, they never made an attempt to stay together as a group after the show. Everyone act shocked quickly. Okay. Then the next round we had semifinals. Season 4 went first.
I bust the windows out your car. You know I did it 'cause I left my mark from my initials with the crowbar.
I just felt like it was too intense. I felt like they hadn't tried to do anything non-intense yet. Midnight Till Morning performed.
We do this every time. Seasons change and I love when it's born. Feed the flame 'cause we can't let it go.
Was very forgettable. I mean, only forgettable mainly because this was supposed to be the performance that got you your spot in the finale. It needed to be serious. My girls Frequency performed next.
'Cause baby I can't sleep. Have you ever loved somebody so it makes you cry?
I put that it was so nice to see them switch it up and do like a girl group style ballad. This was the performance where I was like, I was rooting for you before, but now I know that you need to win. Like, I was typing in all caps in my notes. Then Solidified.
Life's better on Saturn. Got to break this pattern. Floating
I did put that it was kind of forgettable this time. I didn't love the song choice, but at the same time, they do have beautiful, soulful harmonies, so it was like almost impossible to say something negative about them, like honestly. This is the first band that is going through to the finale. I hope it's Frequency.
Season 4.
Second band.
Frequency.
Okay! I really love Frequency.
There is only one place left. It's either Midnight Till Morning or solidified?
These judges better pick solidified, and I think they will.
We decided to say solidified.
Look at that. I always get what I want. So, Midnight Till Morning went home, okay? They are still a group right now following building the band, which isn't a surprise. I mean, okay, like you stayed together. But what got me is that they have a tour already. A proper, like a tour. And sold out shows. And I mean, yeah, I'm floored by that, but really, when you think about it, it's probably just because I'm not their target market. Oh my God. I just had a horrific thought. They're going to target young girls with Harry Styles nachos because there exists a generation of young girls that didn't grow up with actual Harry Styles. So they're going to latch on to Harry Styles nachos and they're going to be like, oh my God, I love him. He's so unique. And then they're going to be like, oh my God, Harry Styles, the freak. He's trying so hard to be Harry Styles nachos, who's much younger and much better. The thing about me is I will never let there be another One Direction. I'm sorry. Like, I mean, is it inevitable that another humongous boy band will, like, pop off eventually? I don't know. Maybe. But in my deepest heart of hearts, they won't be One Direction, actually. If a big boy band does pop off and they're immediately compared to One Direction, everyone who makes that comparison will be turned to stone by me by midnight. Okay. Anyway, then we move into the finale, girls. We made it. Oh my God. Frequency was the first to perform, and they did Chloe Bailey's Have Mercy.
Say he like that lappy tappy, he's so goofy, call me daddy. He go stupid, he go dab me, introduce me to his babby. Lord have mercy, I do.
And oh my sweet Jesus. Truly, there were like little moments in this show that kind of restored my faith in this show's ability to give me something, and this was one of them. Again, so, like, I loved these girls. I loved their performances. This one was so good. I literally put in my notes that I hope they have success after this, even if they don't win, because I was just so impressed by everything that they did. Then Solidified performed, but now Solidified is called Iconics with an X. Now, what is wrong with you? Answer quickly. Luckily, they did change their name back to Solidified after the show. But they performed Bye Bye Bye, and I wish so badly that they didn't do this song.
I wanna see you out that door, baby, bye, bye, bye. I wanna be a fool for you, just another player in this game for two. You may hate me, but it ain't no lie, baby, bye, bye, bye.
It was too much of a carbon copy of the original NSYNC version and did not do anything to establish them as their own boy band. Like, they could have done something very cool and like added their own version of it, especially because they're so like soulful and, you know what I mean? It could have been really, really cool, but it didn't give me a taste of their own band style at all. And then our mixed group, season 4, performed Human.
I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put your blame on me. Don't put your blame on me.
It was beautiful. I mean, I've said that so many times. But for this entire show, I stood my ground, stood by my opinion that it was just never going to work for me. Like, anything you sing, yes, you're very good, but I just could never budge on my stance that they were too much of solo artists. Following these performances, we got the final elimination announcement, whatever, and crowned our winner.
Of building the band is frequency.
Oh, yes. Okay. Okay. So the judges aren't brain dead. So early on in my notes, I was feeling the itch of frequency trying to pull me in, and it worked, and I love them, and they won. I'm never wrong. I should get into talent scouting. But yeah, that brings us to like my final stance on building the band. Much to say, honestly, but so much of what I think I have already said. There were some things about the show that I could appreciate. Like, it wasn't a complete freak show. I loved the people that were involved, first of all. The host of the show was in a very popular, very successful boy band. The judges and mentors were in very popular, very successful girl groups and boy bands. That was perfect. It made so much sense. Also, the format, I will say, is very unique. Like, let's give it to them. It was just really cool, especially because we're in an age right now where people really are super into groups again, especially the girl group, bitch. Oh my God. Kind of feeding off of that hype and making a a show where it's like, hey, we're going to try and create a group you love. Very smart, especially because people love, like people in the public love being there for the formation of a group and then riding with them until they blow up and become successful. But those are like the only things that I would give credit to this show for. I think the way that they ran things at times were very confusing, and I would like an explanation as to why it went down that way. Having these groups form by voice chat and then learning their first performance songs separately and not being able to do it until they come together to do the performance was so crazy, and I did not understand the point of that. I don't know if it was supposed to be like, oh, this is a test, let's see how you guys can like adapt to this situation and go together, but that just felt really dumb to me because like you're trying to make a band, why not give them a chance to do what they would do in real life in a band and rehearse together and then be able to go on and show you what they can do. I won't dwell on this one for too long because you already know how I feel about it, but the song choices too, I would like to know the process of what happened with that. Also, I feel like this show really didn't know what it wanted to be. The editing was super weird. It was like a weird half hybrid between traditional singing show, but sprinkled in with, oh, we also want this to be like a reality drama type of thing. But it didn't stick to one or the other, and it also didn't mix both of them very well. Like, there was only a few segments here and there where it was like, oh, we're struggling behind the scenes, or oh, we're struggling rehearsal, or oh, Harry Styles, Nachos, and Allison are creating drama. Like, it was just kind of sprinkled in randomly. It was mostly just like performances and eliminations and then like random sprinkled in behind the scenes stuff. So all in all, I do think like if there was going to be another chance at building the band, I'm not sure if they're going to like try and keep it going with new contestants. But if they do, I think there's many things they should tweak and it could be received a lot better. It's like fixing up the format a little bit better and really locking in a very solid concept of what kind of show this is going to be. Yeah, that was Building the Band. If you guys want to watch the actual full show, it is on Netflix. Watch this video without having watched the show. Honestly, brave soldier. And thank you. I salute you. And if you did watch the show, let me know in the comments what you thought, because I have no idea how the public responded to this show. I do not know what other people within music like think about these bands in the show. Clearly, a lot of the bands who did come off of the show do have a following now, so there is like a market and a demand there for these bands, but I just truly don't know how the general public was feeling about watching this. So enlighten me. Let me know in the comments what you were thinking about the show. While you're down there, I do of course have a form you can fill out with video requests if you have any. My social medias are down there. I've been kind of unhinged on social media lately, so sorry. But yeah, I hope you guys are all doing absolutely amazing. I have some more really cool videos and really fun videos coming up for you that I'm very excited about. So subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Mwah!